Hey yo, what it do? Before I get into the meat and the potatoes of this video, one thing I gotta do is address one scenario that came up that I already knew was gonna come up because people look for reasons to try to twist my words up because they don't have respect for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't trip off of that. I never did. I never made that video to cry, complain. And the person that I'm speaking about is this guy Overdose Last. So this guy is somebody on camera that he's professed that he doesn't really care about the wave game like that. That he clickbaits his users, his subscribers for views. This guy is also professed from his own mouth that he loves to instigate drama and beef. And he's asserted himself in a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with him simply because he admitted that he's chasing views. So I was not surprised that he was looking for any reason to try to take the brief mention that I gave him in the video. And the only reason why I mentioned him was because originally he involved himself in a situation that had absolutely nothing to do with him. When it comes to my videos, I run with the character Prophet Lou only because it started off with as like a meme, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I got the beard and all that stuff like that. And then with the way I rock my do-rags, people start saying that stuff, right? But a lot of the things that I have spoken about in the past, I find it funny because I've actually spoken that these things were going to start happening before that they did. And even in the Truth About the Wave Game video, I already knew people were going to twist my words up, and I knew he was going to be one of the first people to do this stuff. He tried to play this, oh, I'm going to be Iron Man and I'm going to be the one to sacrifice myself for the wave game, when I never stated that I am Thanos. I simply said that when I came into the wave game, I felt like I was because these guys, for no apparent reason, have all joined forces to come against me. But for you new subscribers and for the new people that's into the game that does not know this guy's history, he is the same person that for no reason started a hate train against Jeezy because he saw in the comments Jeezy said something towards PB, and he's so bent on proving his loyalty to this dude that he made up all these videos that eventually Nick Wavy made the reaction video saying he wanted to fight Jeezy for it. Everybody that I mentioned in my first video came at me sideways for no apparent reason. This dude had no reason to insert himself into anything. He doesn't care about the wave game, as he's clearly stated, but he loves to just make himself seem as if he's going to save the wave game or sacrifice himself. When at the end of the day, bro, you need to just, like I told you already, focus on your own content. Stop looking for drama, as you've clearly stated. Stop looking for ways to spin the narratives, because now the only reason why I felt the need to address this is because there are people saying RIP to J. Lou because he's so reckless with his content. All he cares about is trying to drive traffic to his channel. So since you want attention, I'm going to give you the attention that you want. Once again, I will clearly state to you on camera, focus on your own content, man. I sat back and I waited to do this video instead of trying to react to every single thing. I could have reacted to the nonsense that you started at the beginning of the year with Jeezy. I believe it was in 2018. And Jeezy ended up making an apology video and then deleting it because you insinuated that you were looking for this stuff. I honestly should not be giving you the attention, but a lot of people don't know this stuff. And I hate when people try to say that,
oh, J. Lou, he's only doing this stuff because it's from a place of hurt.
Bruh, you are so reckless with your thoughts, and people will see that as you being real, but it's not. Because I said people see me as Soul Seeker. People respect me as Soul Seeker, not because of what he went through in his life, but because of how he presents his information, straight to the point, unbiased, not with none of the nonsense that a lot of you guys like to put out there, not with the clickbait material. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the reason why Soul Seeker took his life, and I'm not trying to say that it was because of the wave game. Stop trying to put those words into my mouth, because at the end of the day, everything that I've said, I've backed it up with evidence. But I'm not surprised that people still continually try to look for ways to try to twist my words. There was once a time period in my life before I even got in college where I was doing a whole bunch of immature stuff. And I thank God for his grace that he allowed me to see what it was, because there were people that were not scared to address me the same way I'm addressing the wave game. And instead of me trying to react or do all this extra immature stuff, I actually sat back and I took that information in and I was like, let me apply this to my life, and it helped me become a better person. So with that being said, this last video is me just really embodying the character Prophet Lou, because all of the part 2, part 3, and part 4, which you guys are about to watch, I shot those videos immediately after the Truth About the Wave Game video, a day after, because I wanted to see what people were saying and respond to it. So this isn't something that I made up at the time period because of your video. That's what you're going to think. I've always had to stay a step ahead of you guys because y'all look for drama. Y'all look for nonsense. Y'all look for ways to try to diminish my name or to slander or put false accusations or even try to put words in my mouth that I've never said. But with that being said, in the famous words of Christ, I'm going to just leave you guys with this message. Hey, yo, what it do? It's your boy J. Lou. And in this video, the last thing I want to talk about is mental health. You know what I'm saying? Basically admitting my own brokenness, because a lot of times people tend to, they like, by making the video that I did with the Truth About the Wave Game, people would tend to try to say,
oh man, you just exposed everybody else, you didn't expose yourself.
And they fail to realize that within that video, I admitted I am not perfect. I don't do things perfect. There are some times where I stepped out of character because I allowed other people to get me out of character because they came at me sideways. There's also been one instance that I want to say. There was a gentleman on the Facebook wave pages. His name is Roland. You know what I'm saying? After I dropped my video about the truth about Silky Do-Rags, what happened was a lot of people thought I was an ambassador for So Many Waves Do-Rags, and they came at me, and you guys don't see it, but whenever you have a lot of people just coming at you with hate, it can throw you off mentally, right? So when I found out that this guy was an ambassador for So Many Waves Do-Rags, I was trying to push the people onto him. He was like,
bro, like, that's not my responsibility. That's not my job.
And in my head, I was thinking that, yes, this is your responsibility. Long story short, I came at him sideways for no apparent reason. But at the end of the day, I'm man enough to be able to admit that's my faults, you know? So when it came back to my memory, I forgot to mention it on the Truth About the Wave Game video originally. But at the end of the day, this dude on IG, I believe his name is I Correct You or something like that. And I believe his YouTube channel is The Wave Sensei or 2 Sensei or something like that. I'll make sure I put it at the end of the video. But what I want to say is, when it comes to mental health, a lot of people see YouTubers as these people that are invincible, or there are a lot of people that want to start a YouTube channel. And the first thing I always tell them is, man, if you cannot handle hate, if you cannot handle trolls, you do not want to be on YouTube, because it can really mess your mindset up. And I've seen these other smaller YouTubers, how they literally went through certain things because they were getting shitted on by the YouTubers that's above them. You know what I'm saying? When you have people stealing your content, stealing your ideas, and not giving you credit, it can mess with you mentally. But because of my faith, like I said, I stayed grounded in who I am, as well as the purpose that I feel I was put on this earth to do when it comes to these YouTube videos, because these YouTube videos, they're a hobby for me. This is not my job. I work well over 10 hours every single day. I barely have at least 3 hours to myself to do what I gotta do, but I try to commit to being able to bring these videos, because I know the things that I have learned by growing up can help other people. But at the same time, mental health matters. And with that being said, I'm not a perfect person. I never claim to be. I don't put on a fake facade on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, anything like that. However you see me, that's how I am in real life. Everybody that's ever met me when it came to the Facebook wave pages have always said that. So for me, it's never been a front. But for the people that put that out there, what I understand is that this typically comes from a place of brokenness in regards to their mental health or whatever the case is. And a lot of people may try to take it as me putting a diss out there. But at the end of the day, when it comes to all of the people that I mentioned, I didn't say this originally, but one thing I want y'all to do is, for all of the people that I mentioned, I want y'all to keep not only myself, but I want y'all to keep all of them lifted up in prayer as well. Because at the end of the day, we've all built a platform in different areas and aspects in regards to YouTube in our lives. Some of these people have chosen to put more of their personal life out there. Other people have not. So when it comes to a video like that, there are some people that it will start messing with their minds mentally. And I know I'm secure in my faith. I'm secure in who I am. But at the end of the day, I never want people to have their mental health affected in that regard, because to be totally honest with you guys and transparent, one of the reasons why I stopped doing the Brush King reviews is because I was going through something very tragic in my personal life, and thank God I was able to seek professional services. You know what I'm saying? I was actually able to find a professional counselor, and I started learning about all of this stuff that I was going through in my personal life. While I was discussing different things that I was going on through my life, I started learning about these things in regards to different people's personalities and stuff like that. And this stuff is very important. So with that being said, I was privileged to be able to seek the help that I was able to get, to be secure in my mindset, to be able to stand firm and make a video defending my name as well as my character. But there have been other YouTubers that I'm telling you, the things that's been done to them has affected them mentally. I see these, I know these people, I talk to these people, and I can hear it in their voice. They had something to deliver to the Wave game that someone else snuffed out because they were trying to put themselves on a platform or a pedestal above that person. And at the end of the day, I feel like there's room enough for all of us to eat, but mental health matters. And all of the people I mentioned, like I said, I want y'all to keep not only myself lifted up in prayer, but I want y'all to keep all of those people lifted up in prayer as well, because that's something that we overlook when it comes to the Black community. We typically say,
oh man, you need to just be strong and deal with it.
But the reality is, as a man, men have emotions just as much as women do. And it doesn't matter if I'm light skinned, it doesn't matter if I'm dark skinned, everybody has emotions. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. If I could change anything about that, that would be the one thing I would want to change when it comes to our culture, especially in the Wave game, because it's very toxic. I see it's destroying people's lives on a personal level. People are trying to act like it's okay, but it's not okay. With that being said, I will link a test down below. It will help you identify your personality type. Once I learned what my personality type was, it definitely helped me. People of my personality type, we don't like doing this. We try to avoid confrontation. We try to bring everybody together. And that's one reason why I felt the need to make these follow-up videos, because at the end of the day, I don't want people's lives to be destroyed. That's one reason why I always say, just because this is my opinion does not mean I don't want you guys to support these other people. That doesn't make me better than, or that doesn't make the people I'm talking about lesser than me. It's just the simple fact that we all have something different to offer, not only to the Wave game, but into the world. With that being said, hopefully this video encouraged you guys or gave you some advice, something that you can take and benefit from. But it's your boy J. Lou. Salute.
When I hop up out the bed, I stay brushing my waves. Even on my way to work, I stay brushing my waves.